What's good, YouTube? This is Speak My Opinion on Topics High, and I'm Smooth J. It's Saturday Showroom. I may be a little late on this one, but I'm gonna react to The Last Dance, and I'm gonna let y'all know how I thought Michael Jordan was in it, how Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Phil Jackson, Jerry Krause, Jerry Reinsdorf, the whole gang. I just want to let y'all know I watched all ten episodes, and I have mixed feelings on it. I just want to give y'all my reaction on, you know, some basketball, man. We like hoops. We played it all the way growing up from when we was like two all the way on. Still play it to this day when we get a chance. If y'all ever want to ball out, let me know. But you know what it is. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and The Last Dance. I know a lot of people liked it. They thought it was a great series. I have mixed feelings, and I'm just going to start with a couple reasons why. Michael Jordan, he wasn't a great teammate. He wasn't a great person to anyone in the organization, really. Jerry Reinsdorf, Jerry Krause. Phil, he didn't even have love for Phil at first. And Scotty, Dennis, Horace. It's just, I personally think he was wrong in a couple of situations. I know I heard that he tried to stop Horace Grant from eating on the plane. Like, come on, man. If he didn't play good enough, like that's wrong in my opinion. That's out of bounds. I know he's like one of the greatest competitors to ever grace the face of the planet, but you just can't do it. There's other ways to lead. LeBron, him and Jordan are compared as the ghosts of basketball, and I think it's personally closer than everyone thinks, but that's just me. I'm like, LeBron has won championships for two organizations, and if he wins a third one with the Lakers, man, you can't knock it. I know Jordan is 6 for 6, 6 MVPs, but LeBron has all the accolades. He has all of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just in the Last Dance, Jordan. He's a great player, mind you. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT in my opinion, but LeBron is second, and there's no question. But he was ruthless. Ruthless. Man, he did not care what he did to win at all costs. To win at all costs. I'm like, man, he should have realized and understood what Scotty was going through. Like, Scotty did make a bad deal, like 7, 8 year deal, but he has to understand Scotty was that 1B to Michael Jordan's 1A. You know what I'm saying? Jordan would have never won them chips without Scotty. I'm telling y'all right now, never would have won them chips without Scotty. Scotty was a defensive player of the year. He was one of the best players in the league back in the day. It just, Jordan never really showed him all the love that he should have, but it is what it is. I mean, he's a great competitor. He showed his ass off in this documentary. Like, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. He was gonna ride your ass all day long, all night, every day. If you wasn't up to par, he was gonna punch you in the face like Steve Kerr, man. And Steve Kerr says, "Hey, I ain't no punk, man. I'll punch him right back." But I just think the documentary didn't really show Michael Jordan's greatness. It kind of just showed a lot of his flaws with the gambling, with the, like, just everything. You know what I'm saying? It didn't portray him in the best light. They could have showed more game highlights, more of the good times with Jordan, more of people like praising him. You know what I'm saying? Most people were saying, "Oh, he was a bad teammate." We understood why he was doing it, but sometimes you can't be that type of person. You can't. I'm like, I didn't play basketball at a super high level, but I consider myself a super good basketball player. You know what I'm saying? And I just never could see myself getting on my teammates like that and calling them bitches and punching them and starting fights like that. Like that shit, that wasn't me. That just wasn't me. And I know Michael Jordan is up here. He's supreme, supreme, supreme when it comes to that. I'm like, but the gambling, the drinking, him treating teammates the way he did, him treating Jerry Krause the way he did. Like, I know Jerry Krause, like, let's talk about him real quick. He did break up the dynasty way too early, in my opinion. You always got to let it ride out. You have to let them lose on the court. Like everyone says, I be listening to Undisputed all the time, Skip and Shannon. Shannon says it. You have to let the dynasty die on the court, on the field, on the mound, wherever you're playing. I'm like, you have to get the chance to lose to someone else. When you win 6 championships in a row, like who was gonna beat them? You think San Antonio in '99 was going to challenge them? Like I don't know. Tim Duncan is one of the greatest power forwards of all time, but Michael Jordan was just that man. But then in 2000, you had Kobe and Shaq. So I get it. I think Phil was the one who actually broke it up. I agree with Skip Bayless on that, and I don't ever agree with him on nothing at all. But on that one, I think Jerry, he didn't do nothing wrong. Phil Jackson was the one that just was like, I'm done. He had a little under the table deal with the Lakers, like, hey, come coach Kobe and Shaq. And I mean, you can't say no. He won what, 3 championships, 4 more with them. It's just this documentary wasn't really a documentary if you actually know what a documentary is. It was more of like a story tell in like a 10-part series. And I just don't think, in my opinion, they showed Michael Jordan to be the greatest player of all time. They kind of showed a lot of his flaws. And I know it's for a lot of the younger generation that didn't see him, didn't get to experience all of it, but you could have totally made it to where he was portrayed like a GOAT, like a straight baller, you know what I'm saying? He was crossing people, he was dunking on people. Like, you needed to show a lot more highlights, a lot more of his just him dunking on people, him with the clutch buckets all day, every day, man. You just kind of showed like him missing a free throw at the end of the game, him losing to Larry Bird, him losing to the bad boy Pistons. But in my opinion, you needed to show a lot more of who Mike was on the court, not so much off the court so much. But I know he had a lot of say in the whole last dance, but I just feel it could have been better. It could have been way better. He could have been portrayed in a better light. But I just wanted to give y'all my reaction on Saturday Showroom because I haven't been able to talk to anyone about it. This whole COVID, whole quarantine, everyone's just kind of been binge watching shows, and we'll see. Next week we might do The Mandalorian because I really like that show. When I watched it, fell in love immediately. The people, different directors all the time was great. But I just want to let y'all know the reaction and how I thought Michael Jordan was and how The Last Dance was. And it just really wasn't all that I thought it could be. But I hope y'all liked it, man. It's a new segment. We still trying to fill it out. We trying to see what we can come up with. See what kind of slick tricks we can do, man. And had to come with a little prop. basketball is my thing. I like basketball. I like football, and I'm a huge nerd for the Avengers, for the Mandalorian, for Star Wars, for all of it. And I'm telling you, I just don't have a favorite basketball team, but LeBron is definitely my favorite player. And Dame Dollar, you know what it is. He's the best athlete rapper that is on the planet right now. Y'all need to go check him out. Maybe one of these days on Bumper Wednesday, we check out one of Dame Dollar's bangers. But until then, this has been Speak My Opinion on Topics High. And I'm Smooth J. And we out.